live, and today marks 32 weeks down for this amazing Amazon automated service that I bought into back in July, on July 3rd. So with that, I'm going to jump right into this and kind of explain to you why right now is the time that things are starting to ramp up. But with this, I'm going to show you briefly what the total store results are. All right. So what that said was that it is our store sales in total is at $17,195.53. We've sold 275 items. We've had a total of 320 items sold, but of course that includes the returns. So we've had close to 45 items returned. That was a lot of it was with the prior service, which I will go into and explain to you, what that was about. The average sales per order item is $62.53, which is super cool, super exciting. Yeah. So now I'm going to show you just a short screenshot of what I have gotten this week in sales. All right. So what that says is $918 in sales. We're up 2,885% in the last 7 days. So now I'm going to show you a 30-day recap. This is all done from the Amazon Seller app on my phone, just showing you how it's done. So those are the store results, and I'm just going to jump into how many inventory items I have this week. We always go over that, and so I'm super excited about it and excited to share this with you. So right now we have 127 items in our store, and out of those 127 items, 123 of them are active, which means they probably just added 4 more items, and those are going to be active very, very soon. So with that, it shows you the progress, why things are ramping up. So I told you that we transitioned from a prior service. What I did was I bought into an automated service. At the time, I paid $20,000. Did I pay for all that out of pocket? No, I used $0 down with 0% interest cashback credit cards. And so I used those to fund my business. Now, why did I do that? I did that because 50% of sales are being done through Amazon. And if that's the case, why not get a piece of the pie? So that's how I was looking at it. I already had a business going, doing affiliate marketing, which is just selling other people's products. And one of the big products that we were offering was this Amazon automated store that you could buy into. Now I saw it, and yes, I could promote it and just make money that way. But I was like, I want to actually do this myself and document it and see if this is going to work out for me. Of course, I've seen other people, they go out there, they make over $100,000 in sales, and then they keep about 10% profit margins. Of course, you're paying your team 30% of that, so you're walking away with 7% out of the gross sales. Hopefully those terms aren't too big for you, but if so, rewind the video, listen to it again, and I'm sure you will understand it. But yeah, so I bought into that, and I was like, I really need something that is going to allow me to have passive income coming in every single week, every single month. And, I don't have to actively run it every day. And so that was something I was in search for. And so I bought into this, we already had other businesses running, and I was like, now seems like a perfect time. Currently, I'm in the military. I'm serving out my last few months. And then I'm not going to have to work a traditional job ever again. I'll be a full-time entrepreneur, and I'll be going back to school for audio engineering. And the reason why is because that is just a huge passion of mine. And so really this whole thing, this business, for the Amazon automated service that I bought into was stemmed off of having more passive income come in so that I don't have to trade necessarily all my time to be able to get back money. And so what we did was we hired a team. Now, for the first 6 months, this team was a team of people that were working together. The CEO that I'm with currently and the other team, they were in a partnership and they worked together for a while. They tried to come to common terms on how high of quality the service needs to be. And they were just not willing to be at the highest level of, quality service for their clients. And so with that, we had to break ties away. Now, the reason why my store got shut down in the first place was because I had a bad quality team. It was hit or miss. You had people who were running stuff. They were putting on items on your store. They weren't making sure that you were at least making 10% profits. So in return, you would lose money on certain items. You'd make a good amount of money on others, but then you'd average out right around 10%. Me personally, I averaged around 10% made in the total sales for the first 6 months, which is about $1,600. And that's not what we got into this automated store for. We got into this automated store to make at least 10% profit margins, scaling our store up to 100,000 every single month and selling 100,000 every month. So what that tells you is that each month I should be making back $7,000 profit. I'll pay my team $3,000 for running my store and doing it very, very well. And they never actually came through and provided that service. And so, that was frustrating. That was really annoying. And it was something that I had to work through. Now, the good thing is the team that I actually bought into the service with, they were looking out for their customers. They're like, hey, we understand the service was not top notch. We understand that you weren't making 10% profits on every item. And we understand that your customers that were buying stuff from your store weren't getting prompt responses in a timely manner. Now, they wanted to go out there and set up their own team to be able to run this service even better. And since being started with them, it's only been a couple weeks, right? Everyone just got transitioned over to the service. I would say mid-January, right? That's when things started actually running. It's been 1 month, and within 1 month, I made over $1,000 in sales. They started my store out from 0 items, and they worked their way back up because they couldn't account for the items that were already on there. They weren't sure if they're going to be profitable or not. Now, the coolest part about this is that they have this software in the background that tracks, make sure it's at least bare minimum at 10% profit margins. No matter what happens, it will automatically calculate from your vendor company and your store on Amazon. They will track the prices and make sure that everything's at bare minimum 10%, right? And then everything else is going to grow upon that. With this, new service provider that I am with, they have 5 different tiers. Tier 1 is $0 to $10,000 in sales. Tier 2 is $10,000 to $25,000 in sales. Tier 3, $25,000 to $50,000 in sales. Tier 4, $50,000 to $100,000 in sales. And finally, Tier 5, which is $100,000 plus in sales, depending on how high you want to grow your store to. Because of course you have to fund the capital at the beginning. So with all that being said, they give you the option to grow your store every 2 months. So let's say you hit at least 80% of $0 to $10,000. That's $8,000, right? You hit 8,000 the second month. They're like, hey, do you want to progress your store to 10 to 25,000? Cap of 25,000. You say yes, then you move up. Then you keep doing that until you get to 100,000. Now, of course, if you're like me, you have Payability as a funding source. You have other third-party vendors that are going to be able to fund you. Then you can grow your store faster. You just have to tell your team. They want to grow it slowly and make sure that you're getting high quality throughout the whole process so that when you get started, you're getting good customer reviews, you're getting good metrics on Amazon, and you don't have to worry about the long, term effects of a bad store, which is suspensions, which is terminations, which is really just going into something to make a quick buck. This service is there to literally offer the best service possible, but it's for the long term. Excuse me, just coming off of a cold, but they offer the best service, possible. and they literally allow you to grow a business long term. That is the most important part. Now, before the last service, they said within 6 to 9 months, they would get you to 100,000. This service does not want to overpromise and underdeliver. They want to underpromise and overdeliver every single time. Sorry about that. But yeah, they want to underpromise and overdeliver. I can't talk right now, clearly. But they want to do that because, at bare minimum, they say they will give you back your initial investment, which is $30,000. To get started with this service is $30,000. What do you get? You get, one, your LLC. Second thing, you get your team who's running all customer service. They're adding items to your store. They are doing everything on the ins and outs. And the third thing that you get is a cash back or a buyback option for your store. So it's saying if I do not make the money back, or at least a third of that money within 365 days, that's your profits, then you can have them pay you back the money that you invested. So literally there's very, very minimal risk. There will always be risk with these services, but it's very, very minimal. And so that is what is most exciting to me. Now I know that, within 24 hours, if I have any type of issue or whatever, my team will respond to my customer. If my customer, reaches out to the team within 24 hours, they will do something. If they order items within 24 hours, they will get those items purchased and shipped out to the customer. There is literally no stress in knowing that the first month back up and running after I was suspended, mind you, I was suspended for almost 2 months, right? Finally got back up and running, finally got items back on my store. My customer service rating is not as high as it was before, which was 100%. And so that kind of made it harder to get more sales. Now we've sold about 200, over 200 for about 4 or 5 days straight. And then the last 2 days, we haven't done anything really with sales. But just from those days, we made $918 in sales. That is insane. That shows you from $0 to $918 with only 120 something items in our store, the first month back up and running. It shows you how quick it can grow if you have a good team behind you. Now, yes, is this risky? Yes, it can be. Depending on what team you go with, it can be very, very risky. That is why I urge everyone to do their research, to ask the people who are actually in that service and see if they're getting the results that they want. For me, I could never vouch for that company prior. They were good at responding to me, but they were not good at fixing the issue in a prompt manner. They would fix it in like a week or so. Yes, would they always talk to me? Yes, but they weren't fixing the issue, so it didn't matter. And so with that being said, it can be very scary getting started with an Amazon automated service. Definitely reach out to people, make sure they are going to provide you the best service possible. And if not, make sure you have in writing some type of contract that is going to give you a buyback option so that if they do not provide the service you're looking for, then you can at least get the money back and put that money somewhere else. So yeah. With that being said, guys, I'm super excited. The next 1 to 3 months, like I've been telling you guys, I've been saying this, and I'm not saying it to just, blow smoke, right? I'm not just saying it to get people all excited. I'm saying it because it's the honest truth. The next 1 to 3 months, we are going to grow so much more than we did with the prior service. Now, I am saying this because literally, if you were to look at my store now, it would pretty much be looking at my store as if I just got started again. So I went through 6 months and then I restarted in a sense. And I've already made over $1,000 in sales. That's crazy in the Amazon automated service space. So with that, of course, we are going to start opening it up to the general public, and we're making videos very, very soon. I know it's been very much delayed, and I apologize for all you that have been watching these videos and wanted more information, and I haven't been able to provide you the official videos for what it is that this service offers in comparison to other people's services. So I don't own the store. I'm just a customer. I'm going through this journey with you guys, and I kind of want to show you a real week by week result and a real week by week update, because you know things change so quick, and it's very good to have the best information you can get before you get started into a business like this. With that, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, definitely drop a comment down below that says show me, and I can give you a little bit more information, or reach out to me on Facebook at facebook.com/tobias.johnson.716. It is in the description, so you can find it there. Also, you guys can follow us and check us out on our other social media channels, which will be Facebook and Instagram. So check us out there. Love and appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, let's go out there. Let's revive our lives together. Let's get it done. And until the next video, have a good one.